class that is dedicated to lower backs. So a lot of people have lower back injuries, either long-term or short-term. So today we're just going to be focusing on strengthening the muscles that are related to these kind of injuries. However, if you are experiencing this injury, remember there's lots of physios on telehealth, on the virtual healthcare. So we'll put a link below on this video and you can have a look and check us out, and we can get an appointment in and we can see how everything's going. So we'll get started. We're just going to start if you've got a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, and we're going to take the ball against the wall to start with. So we're aiming for the ball to be just kind of on that high waistband of your hip, and we're going to work the ball down into the glutes. So we're just going to lean onto one side and we're just going to roll from one side to another, and you're just working that ball down into the glutes, stretching those muscles out, finding any little tight spots through there. So usually they are a little bit higher up, but you might need to go hunting to find them to start with. So you're aiming for about 20 seconds on each side, finding little tight spots, rolling into one side. So the ball's on my right side, I'm just twisting over to the right and getting the side of the hip as well. And then you can take it over to that other side. So just to start with, on the band of the hip, you're going to lean against the wall and you're just going to work into the top of the glutes, into the lower back. And then moving that ball down, 20 seconds on each side roughly. Nice. Try and think if one side's feeling a little bit tighter than the other. Usually muscles that become really tight will cause the joint to not move as freely, and that can contribute to lower back pain. Getting into the side of the hip as well as you work through there, and just giving everything a little bit of a warm up around the glutes. Nice. So just finishing off on that other side. We're going to pop our ball down onto the floor, and we're just going to come into our neutral stance. So we've got our feet just hip distance apart here. Nice, we're feeling our weight just into the mid-foot. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to reach our hands all the way up to the ceiling, lifting up nice and high. We're going to push through the fingertips and lift up to the ceiling here. And then as you breathe out, we're just going to have a lean over to the right side. So we're opening out the muscles into that left side. And then on your next breath out, we're taking it up and over to the other side. Nice. We're going to do that one more time, breathing out, lifting up and over, opening out through the sides, stretching far with those fingertips, and then taking it up and over to that last time as you breathe out. Nice. We're going to let those arms come up to the ceiling. We're going to let them come all the way down. We're going to take them behind our lower back. And we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together, push the chest forwards, and we're going to open out our chest here. If you want a little bit more of an advanced stretch here, you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, and you're going to roll through your spine and let your arms come over the top of your head here. So this is a little bit more intense around the shoulders. As you breathe out here, you're going to slowly curl all the way back up, letting the head lift up at the end, and then just releasing the hands out. Give the shoulders a little roll out there. We're going to come into a little bit of balance and stability to work onto our glutes now. So we're going to take our feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to bend our knees, push our weight into our heels, and come down into a little squat. And then you're going to breathe in and lift it back. Nice. So we're wanting to bend through our hips. We're going to breathe out, bend forwards, and then breathe in, let it come back. So if this is enough for you, we're going to continue doing these and returning. If you want a little bit more of a challenge this time, we're going to breathe out, drop down into our squat. As you lift back up, we're going to come up onto our right foot, and then placing down, breathing out, coming back into our squat, coming up onto the left foot there. So we've got that nice strong core. Going for 4 more, breathing out and then breathing in. breathing out and in. If you need to, you can stay on those squats as they are. Breathing out and lift. Last one, placing down, breathing out and lift. We're going to take our feet shoulder distance apart here. We're going to come down into that squat to finish, and we're going to go for little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Weight into the heels if you can. We're going to sink a little bit lower. Pushing the hips back, little pulses again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lifting back up to the top. Relax the arms down. Give the shoulders a little roll out. We're going to come into one more balancing move. So we're going to take our feet just shoulder distance apart again. If you need to, we have a wall just next to us for a little bit of balance. If you want to challenge yourself, we're going to do it without the wall. So we're going to take a breath in. We're going to have our weight through our right side. We're going to engage our glutes, so pull the hip into the socket. We're going to take a breath in and lift up our left knee. So if you need to, hand can come onto the wall. As you breathe out, if you're doing it without the balance, you're going to drop your left hand towards your knee and let your left leg come behind you. You're going to breathe in and bring it back. You can tap the toe onto the floor for a bit of balance, and then we're going to return. So hand can come onto the wall, breathing out, lengthen away, breathing in, return, or you can do it without, breathing out, lengthen away, and return. So we're going to go for 2 more on this side, breathing out, lengthen away, breathing in, return. It's important not to let those hips twist. You're getting that load through the back of the hamstring in your right leg, keeping that glute controlled. And return. Nice, we'll do 1 more here. Breathing out, lengthen away. And bring it in. Coming over to the other side, standing onto our left leg this time. We're going to take a breath in, lifting our right knee up. Remember, you can use the wall if you need to. As you breathe out, we're going to have our right hand dropping down towards our left leg. And then breathing in, let it return. Breathing out, letting ourselves drop down and letting it return. Nice, we've got 4 more here. Breathing out, coming down, lengthening through the back of the left leg and return. We're keeping that nice strong hip on our left side, keeping our core strong. We've got 2 more. And return. Last one, coming down and return. Nice, letting those feet drop down. We'll give those shoulders a little roll out. We're going to find ourselves a mat or something that's a little bit more padded. Nice, we're going to take a breath in here and we're going to just lift our hands up to the ceiling. We're going to reach up nice and high here. As you breathe out, we're going to let the hands drop all the way down. We're going to tuck our chin into our chest, and we're going to slowly roll through the spine. So I know this is a movement that can be quite painful for people with tight backs. So if you need to, bend your knees and just slowly roll your body down. From here, we're going to try and get our hands onto the floor. We're going to bend our knees. And we're going to slowly drop down. If you need to, take your hand behind you. You can come up onto the toes. We're going to wrap our hands around our knees. If that's too much for you, hands coming back. And we're going to come into a little roll. So we're going to roll our backs all the way out, keeping the strong core. As you breathe out, we're going to hold. So try and not let our feet drop down. You're going to breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out. And hold. Breathing in, slowly roll back. Breathe out and hold. This is your beginner option. If you want something a little bit more of a challenge, we're going to take our legs out into a V. We're going to breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out and hold. So we're keeping that nice strong core. Breathing in, breathing out, return. Your last advanced move here is hands coming off. And we're holding that movement, breathing in as you rock back, breathe out and hold. Whatever level you're at, We're going to go for 4 more. Breathing in, breathe out, lift back up. Breathing in and out. Control through the core. Last 2. Breathing in and out. Last 1. And hold. Nice. Hold the position there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax it down. We're going to come lying onto our back now. So wiggle yourself down onto the mat, rolling slowly down. We're going to take our heels onto the floor. We're going to place our heels together and our toes apart. So we're coming into first position if you do any dancing. We're going to relax our arms down. We're going to find our nice neutral spine. So we're tilting our hips back and forth, finding where our lower back naturally sits. We're going to take a breath in here, relax the shoulders. And as you breathe out, we're going to press through the heels of our feet and slowly lift the hips up. We're going to squeeze our glutes at the top. And then on your next breath out, slowly roll it down. We're going to start with these. We're going to do 4 of these to get the spine moving a little bit more. Breathing out, squeeze the glutes, lead with the hips as they push to the ceiling. And slowly roll it down. We're going to go for 2 more. Breathing out, slowly roll up. Squeezing the glutes. And then slowly rolling down. Last 1. Breathing out, we're going to lift it up here. If you can, we're going to hold it here. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take the hips halfway down. And then we're going to do little pulses up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release it off. Nice. We're going to take our right foot onto our left knee. We're going to give those glutes a little stretch out. You can either be in this position with the foot onto the knee, knees out, and you can just use the right hand to push your knee away. Or if you want something a little bit more advanced, you're going to lift up your left leg, wrap the hands around the back of the hamstring, and pull the leg in for a bigger stretch. We're just going to hold this stretch for about 20 seconds, thinking of focusing on your breathing here, relaxing the shoulders down. Nice, and just relax into that big stretch through the glutes there. Each time you feel that muscle just loosening off, try and pull your knee a little bit closer into your chest, just to get an added stretch in. Nice. From here, we're going to swap sides, drop our left foot down, take the right foot back onto the ground, taking the left foot onto the knee this time. We're going to wrap our hands around the right leg, or we're just going to use our left hand and push the knee away, whichever you prefer. And holding the stretch for about 20 seconds again. So it's really important with your glutes that you want nice strong glutes, but you also want them to be not tight, because this both will contribute to back pain. Glutes are really important for lots of different types of rehab, for knees and hips as well. Nice. Each time you relax out of that stretch, pull it in a little bit closer if you can. Make sure that you're not straining through your neck, you're relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the body. And then we're just going to drop the foot down, keeping the knees bent up. We're going to find our neutral spine again, so tilting the pelvis back and forth. Find where that back naturally sits, so that little bubble. We're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to lift our right leg up into tabletop, so a 90 degrees. And then we've got a 90 degrees to the foot. And we're going to take a next breath out and lift our left hand up. So we're going to take a breath in here. As you breathe out, you're going to lengthen your left arm away and your right leg away, keeping that nice neutral spine. And then you're going to bring it back in. You're going to breathe out. You're going to lengthen away and then bring it back in. If this is quite easy for you, we're going to lift the left leg up to join. It's not going to do any moving though. You're going to breathe out, lengthen away, and then let it return. Breathing out, lengthen away, and return. We're going to go for 6 more of these. Breathing out, and return. Keeping that nice strong core. Relax the neck and the shoulders, and return. 4 more here. Breathing out, and return. And 3, and back. Last 2, and last 1. Bring it all the way back in. You can drop that right foot down if you're only doing one leg. If you want to do both legs, we're going to have a little break, readjust the spine, find your neutral, take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're lifting the left leg up this time, and our right hand is lifting up. You're taking a breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to lengthen the leg away and lengthen the arm away. Then you're going to bring it all the way back in. Breathing out, lengthen away, keep the core strong, and then bring it back. So don't let the ribs push to the ceiling, keep the connection in the back. And return. If you want that to be a little bit more difficult, the right leg's going to come up and join you. You're going to breathe out, lengthen the left leg away, and return. Breathing out, and return. Keeping that strong core. Keep equal pressure in the pelvis. Head is relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed. We've got 3 more. Breathing out, lengthen away, and in, and last 2, and last 1. Nice. From here, bring those knees into the chest. We're going to give that back a little roll into the mat there. You can go side to side, or you can draw little circles into that lower back. Then we're just going to bring our left knee into our chest. We're going to give it a cuddle, and we're going to let that right leg straighten all the way out. Nice. We're just going to hold this for about 20 seconds. We're opening our muscles out through the front of our hip, as well as just giving that lower back on the left side a little bit of an extra stretch. From here, on your next breath out, we're just going to change sides. So bring the right knee into your chest, give that a little cuddle, and let your left leg lengthen away this time. Think about your heel pushing the left leg away. Your toes can push up to the ceiling. You might get an extra stretch with that. Nice, relaxing the shoulders, just focusing on that breath there, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice. Once we're done with that, we're going to drop our feet down. We're going to have a roll onto our tummy, and we're going to come into a couple of back extensions here. So we're going to take our hands, our elbows are just behind our shoulders. We're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're just going to arch through our back. If this is quite easy for you, we're going to push up onto our hands. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to squeeze our glutes, and we're going to push up into our stretch there. Taking a breath in, and on your next breath out, slowly lowering back down. We're going to go for 2 more of these. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, pushing all the way back up. Squeezing the glutes, relax your shoulders down. If you're struggling with straight arms, go on to bent arms. You don't want to be straining your muscles as you do this. Breathing in, let it return. And then last time, breathing out, pushing away, lifting up. And relax it down. From here, we are going to take our hands onto our forehead. We're going to take our elbows nice and wide. We're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to lift our head and our shoulders up. And then breathe in, let it return. breathing out, we're going to lift the head, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then breathe in, let it return. Going for 6 more, breathing out, squeeze. So you should feel the muscles in the lower back and the upper shoulders working. And then breathing in, let it return. Breathing out, lifting up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, elbows nice and high. And return. Got 4 more, breathing out, squeezing up. And return. Last 2. And down. Last one, we're going to hold it up here if you can. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. We're going to push up onto our knees. We're going to come back into a child's pose stretch. So feet together, knees apart. We're going to walk our hands out and we're just going to drop down into that stretch there. So we're just going to hold here for about 10 seconds, just offloading that back because we've given it a little bit of a work. We're going to walk our hands over to the right side. And so we're coming over towards the right shoulder and we're stretching through our left lat, so these muscles through here. If you want an added stretch, just lean into that left side a little bit more. And then we'll just take it over to the other side. Hands coming around to that left side. We're stretching through our right lats. Dropping the head down. And just relaxing that body again for another 10 seconds. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice. From here, we are going to come into our 4-point kneeling. So we're going to have knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, finding your neutral spine again, so you can come into the cat-cow stretch where you're arching your back under and over. Go for a few of these movements and just find where your back naturally sits. So you should feel your core pulling up. You should feel your rib cage pulling together. Shoulder blades pulling down the rib cage. We're going to take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, we are going to lift our right leg up. So we're going to have our knee at 90 degrees. Our foot is flexed towards the ceiling. And we're going to take our knee and take it out to the outside. So it's coming towards the wall on my side. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to bring the knee over to our right elbow. And then we're going to breathe out and bring it back. Breathing in, take it over to our elbow and then breathe out, bring it back. So don't let yourself drop over onto your left hip and then bring it back. Breathing in, bring it in and back. We've got 2 more like this. Breathing in, bring it in and back. Last one and back. We're going to straighten that leg out. You can have the toe pointing to the floor or you can point the foot. And we're going to start with 10 pulses up and down here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Don't let it move. Keep it up at hip height. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to start circling that foot. So think about football shape. We're going to go one way for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the shoulders pulled back, head relaxed, reversing the way. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. We're going to pulse again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take it over to that left side. Tap it down. We're going to do little pulses up and down here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back to the beginning, bring it all the way back in. Give that left side a little rub if you need to, and we're going to come over to the other side. So finding our nice neutral spine, squeeze the shoulder blades back, relaxing the head, finding that core. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, bending the knee, lift the foot to the ceiling. We're going to take that knee out wide. We're going to breathe in and pull the knee in, and then breathe out, bring it back. Breathing in, pull it in and back. So we're leading with the knee. We're getting that nice strong control on that right side. Breathing in, take it in and release. Breathing in, take it in and release. We've got 4 more and back. And 3. Keep a nice strong core, don't let the hips twist. And last one. And lengthen out, let the legs straighten out behind you. We're going to pulse it up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to circle, whichever way you want to start with. Circling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the shoulders pulled back, keep that core switched on. We're reversing our way for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. We're going to take it over to our left side, and then we're going to pulse it up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up nice and high. Pause here, and then bring it all the way back in. Nice. We're going to come back onto our 4-point kneeling here. We're just going to take a breath in here. Tuck the chin to the chest. Lift the rib cage as high as you can. Breathing out, relax it down and arch through the spine. So we're going to tuck up under our big toes. We're going to take our hands under our shoulders, and as you breathe out, we're going to push up into our downward dog here. So heels should be slightly lifted up. We're about a meter away from our toes. We're going to keep our chin tucked into our chest. Take a breath in, bend our right knee, push our left heel into the mat. Breathing out, swapping sides. Lifting both heels nice and high. We are going to start walking our hands and our feet all the way in together. Going to relax our arms down, relax our head into our knees. Take a few nice big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth as you relax the body down. On your next breath out, we're going to start rolling through the spine, starting with the lower back, and then the mid, and then the upper. Lifting the shoulders all the way up. We're going to roll them all the way back. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to reach those hands to the ceiling, lifting up high. And as you breathe out, relax the hands all the way down. Give your shoulders a roll out, and you are done. Hope you have enjoyed.